And we're live. Like I got it now. I figured it out. You're live instant live. It works. It just works. Also, I got the links right? Question? Yes, that one looks right. What about this one? Okay. Yes, everything is working. It's working on Facebook. It's working on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. And it's just working. That's what matters. It's working. Anyways, how is everyone doing? I'm your host, Get Good Fox, and I'm joined with my usual co-host, Dr. Sheriff Crab. How are you doing today, Dr. Sheriff Crab?
I am not too bad. I have a little bit of a cold. I have attempted to cure it with some of Ireland's finest, but we shall see how I hold up. I should be fine. I'm not too bad. Tomorrow might be worse, but we'll see.
So, speaking of X, of Twitter, do you know what Elon Musk's son's name is?
Is it not like some letters and numbers or something?
Yeah, his son's name is X-A12.
Like the plane?
I'm like, why would you name your son that? X-A12.
I guess that's where he got the name X for Twitter from, I guess.
Well, no, he's just obsessed with the letter X. That's what it is.
Oh.
Like, it's not that that's where he got it from. It's that he's, like, obsessed with the letter X, apparently.
He's a curious individual, isn't he?
Yeah, when they talk about people who are, like, eccentrics, like, I'm certain, like, that's what they mean. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, he is definitely what you would classify as an eccentric. I mean, like, okay, if you wanted to name your kid just X, that's probably workable. Like, you could probably get away with that. But X-A12, okay. That's all I can say about that. Okay.
It is a bit broken, isn't it?
Let's see what's going on down in Chat Town. We got Freddy 4x4 says, greeting Commander Fox and Dr. Sheriff Crab. All pre-flight checks have been completed. Good. Good to know that we are going to be on time with our drops and on time with our pickups. Peliquim says, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show, Peliquim. So you said you are feeling a little under the weather. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say? Is it like 1 where it's an annoyance, and 10 where you are playing from an iron lung?
Oh no, it's probably only I'd say like a 3. 3 or 4, something like that. It's just a little annoyance. Slightly more than a little annoyance, I would say.
Do you have any remedies you know of? Like, is drinking whiskey the remedy?
Yeah, whiskey typically. So I'll either drink it in one of 2 formats. Either I'll make an Irish coffee, which is funny enough, just coffee, whiskey, and a bit of milk, or I will drink it.
So an Irish coffee doesn't have any coffee in it?
Oh, it's coffee, whiskey, typically some sort of cream liqueur or cream, and then milk and sugar. Or I will drink a hot toddy, which is good. It's really nice. It's actually really nice. Or a hot toddy, which is basically like hot water, lemon juice, whiskey, sugar, honey sometimes, and cloves. That's quite a good one, actually. That really will clean you up, but it doesn't last long to drink a lot of it. The other key is you have to put too much whiskey in it that the vapors almost like knock you out.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Yeah, you'd have to make a real. I probably had the equivalent of like 5 measures of whiskey in that drink.
So I got a random question. So over there in England, I know that we have different names for cookies. Over there it's biscuits. But I was like, okay, so we've rearranged the words for a lot of things. There's got to be some endpoint where the words stop getting rearranged. Is the word cookie just not a thing in England?
So, no. So you know like a chocolate chip cookie like you would get from Subway?
Right.
That's just a cookie. That and that only is a cookie.
So, all of the things like Oreos become biscuits, and like all the wafers and stuff like that become biscuits, but then like ye old chocolate chip cookie stays as a chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah, it's just a cookie. Like I wouldn't even necessarily specify. I mean, you could specify the kind because you can get double chocolate. You can get like other sorts of ones. Like I think I don't know if an Oreo is technically a cookie, but just like a deconstructed one or not. I'm not sure, but I would call that a biscuit. Yes.
So basically, the only thing that would be called a cookie is just the standard, like, tan-colored, circular, got the ingredients are embedded into it, like, the clumps of, like, whether it be M&Ms or chocolate or peanuts or raisins, like, all those are specifically cookies.
Correct. That is exactly it. Or you can get the double chocolate variety if you're a little bit, you like the chocolate. I guess you can have that, but yeah, that is literally the only thing that is a cookie.
It's so weird. So there is there's no end of the cycle. Like, the words are just, like, shuffled around. Because, like, on the flip side, we have our scone is a biscuit, and only that is a biscuit. None of the other things are biscuits. Only scones are biscuits here.
Like, we would call a scone is like a totally different thing. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's like I don't even know. It's like they're like soft. They're like.
I mean, like we. I don't even. I mean, we have, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, over here, what you would call a scone, those giant, thick, heavy-duty bread things that you need a drink to consume, we call them biscuits. But not only do we call them biscuits, we do not use the term biscuit for anything else. Only scones. And we don't use the word scones.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying? How, like, the words just keep getting flipped around? So
what I don't understand is, like, whenever, like, the British generals were over in America, like, they definitely would have been having tea and, like, scones and stuff like that. Why did they not, like, teach the people what it was? Or maybe the Americans were like, nah, we're just going to change it because we want to, like, dissociate ourselves with Britain. Perhaps that's what it was.
That was, like, the wages. That's what the war was actually fought over.
Well, I mean, you were petty enough to throw a bunch of tea in the ocean, so I guess you're petty enough to change the name of the treats.
No, it started when, like, the way the Revolutionary War started was when Benedict Arnold decided that. So everyone decided that scones would be called biscuits, and Benedict Arnold decided that he was going to go against it. And he said, no, there's no way scones are biscuits. Scones are scones. And that's how the war actually started. The tea got knocked over accidentally. Like, like, there was a big brawl. Everyone started fighting each other. The tea fell into the water on accident. But that's the part that offended England, even though it was really about scones and biscuits. And then, when the whole thing went down, we decided to change all the words, just to be petty.
Yeah. And, I mean, it doesn't end there. It's like sidewalk. We don't call it a sidewalk here. Like, there's so many, like, things. It's crazy. Actually crazy.
Okay, so there is your introductory random banter. Well, like, this is when I give people a chance to, like, get to the show.
Jen.
So, that's good enough, though. Enough of that. We are going to get down to business. This is a very serious show. Do not doubt me, chat. This is a very serious show. It's so serious that in 92 days, we are going to be doing the Rise of Rasalhague. So we have 92 days. What do you want to do? I'll let you be the decider. We can do...
Go ahead.
You could have your pick of two things. We can do last-minute Federated Suns stomping, or we can stay where we are in the Cashzilla system and do arenas, Solaris arenas.
What do you think is most likely to give us Highlander?
Probably Arena, just because Arena is very random, and the enemies we're fighting here are mainly the Fed Suns. Yeah, I don't see, we need to go a little more, up, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, didn't we talk about this idea that the map is like a flat two-dimensional, it's like flat universe. Yes. You've heard of flat Earth? Yes. There's flat universe. I was going to say we need to go north, but north would be not really a word you would use to describe three-dimensional space.
Like, we will travel on the Z-axis.
Yeah, we will travel this direction. So Peliquib says that he finds them in the arena.
Yeah, I'm thinking arena. That's my.
Okay, well, we'll do arena then. We can do that. Okay, so let's get started in the arena. We've got 90-something days. This is a light battle. We need something a little better than that.
Well, we're definitely going to find a Highlander there. Well, you never know. We might get a Looter King eventually. We're bound to get a Looter King by law of averages.
We killed like 5 of them, and not a single one. We killed 5 of them. We had the salvage, and not a single one showed up in the list. Like, I'm calling camp on the game.
I think we were given a Crusader and a Spider, I think was what we were given instead.
It was tragic, one way or the other. So this is multi-op. What is this? Bonuses for ballistic damage. The crowd loves missiles. The fans want missiles. This is a Lance of Mechs. Okay, it's a 4-on-4. They didn't set a weight class. Okay, so it's anything goes, 4-on-4, and apparently the crowd wants to see some missiles.
We'll give them some missiles in.
This one looks like it's going to pay. It's going to pay 4.2 million C-bills, and we get 42 salvage. I'm a little worried about, you know, like we'd have to salvage 2 mechs, so why don't I drop it down to 31?
Yeah. And if we see a Highlander, we'll just smash it to bits.
So here we are. We can have, one of our guys got injured, and that's fine. Bring in the replacement. Where one falls, another takes his place. Okay, so let me bring out, let me bring out somebody who does the missiles. We actually don't really have someone who, oh wait, the Highlander. Yeah, Highlander, this guy has the most missiles.
He is the missile boy.
Let me get some more guys who can do missiles. You can do missiles. You can do missiles. Well, maybe not you. You're. Yeah. I'll let me use this one. All right. What would you like to pick?
This I have edited ever so slightly to include the heavy rifle burst fire. I want to give it one more chance.
Oh.
One more chance.
Oh yeah. Oh, and look, it's a tier 4. Oh.
Tier 4. I know.
All right, so here I go. I'm going in the standard Highlander 733C. We got this one yesterday, right?
Yeah, we did. It's a good mech.
And in we
go. Previously, it had an Arena Fist, but I didn't even get to use it one time, so I changed the Arena Fist out for another LRM.
We check your weapon groups real fast. Oh, these need to be reprogrammed real fast, because we have the AC-20 and the LRMs in the same group.
Oh, it's because I added the LRM on.
Okay.
Missile damage, arms, ballistic. Okay.
I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good in gray, to be honest.
It looks awesome. I thought that too.
Like, it's just supposed to be unpainted, but I kind of like the way it looks. So we got a... What? So they could bring anything. They could bring anything, and this is what they brought. Okay, we got to deal missile damage quickly, and we got to break someone's arm quickly, and we got to do 150 ballistic damage. Fire the missiles!
Oh, it's the fast urban mech. What the heck?
Oh, it's the fast one. It's the SA-1. No, he's so fast, he's avoiding my attacks. There we go. Stay back! Cursed, fast urban mech. Wait, here we go. I gotta bombard him. I gotta do missile damage. Missile damage! If I could actually get a lock on these idiots. Okay, we got the quick missile damage. This guy is like just spraying the ground with missiles.
He's about to become ripe for the picking.
He's too close. They're so small, they're like avoiding all of our missile damage. Okay, we're halfway on the missile damage. We need 20 more ballistic damage.
Direct strike took out their leg. Let's see if that sways the momentum of this bout.
Okay, we're almost there on the missile. We're getting there on the missile damage.
Lost a metal appendage in spectacular fashion.
I got the ballistic.
Okay, we just need a little bit of missile damage.
Like his heat sinks are
We need 80 missile damage. I don't even know how much this even matters. Like, you know, I might just be like, oh, get the missile damage. Wow. He needs 55 missile damage.
Skills are on full display. Downing another opponent.
That's a lot of missiles going in.
You knew that was gonna happen.
It did 2 damage. We got 3 damage out of that.
New target, Griffin.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting the missile damage. Oh, look at that. We got it all. We entertained the crowd. This is definitely the anime crowd. Like, the anime crowd is the crowd that's going to want to see, like, a whole bunch of missiles. Like, missile barrage, missile spam is a really big thing in anime.
Really ignorant among...
They won't be able to reattach that metal limb.
They must love Battletech, like, stupid,
Oh, they're gonna love, like, just missile spam. Like, big volleys of, like, swarming missiles. Like, that's what Japan loves, big volleys of swarming missiles.
Making it look easy. Another opponent falls.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's see what kind of bonus we get. Like I said, I don't even know if those bonuses really matter for the most part.
And you'd want, like, a couple of 100,000 at least.
So you get 80 for destroying the target number of mechs. You get 4 for the arms quickly, 1 for the ballistic damage, 2 for the missile damage quickly. So altogether we got like 8, 10, 11 more out of... Like, we got like 11 more compared to the original 80. So it's like... It's not even like a quarter. Yeah, it's not even a quarter. Okay, it looks like it was a good idea to reduce the salvage, because we did only get 1 there. We're actually leaving 4 salvage behind. That's not awful, though. That's not terrible.
The extreme weather conditions will interfere with your sensors.
Let's see what the next one is. Also, let me throw you.
Be careful out there.
So the next one is...
You're on your
free-for-all in the light mechs. Okay, free-for-all. They okay, it's okay, well, you know, very random. I'm gonna try the new Raven. 2 AC2 rapid fires. I don't know if I should try that specifically here.
Try it.
How much ammo does it have? How much ammo does it have?
Like 3 maybe? Ooh. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it.
It'll be perfect.
We're gonna try it.
It might have 4. I don't remember anymore.
Hey, Mech fans! I'm Ava Masters, bringing you another intense match here.
Oh, you're not gonna do
These
nothing with
MechWarriors
that damage.
like they're ready to unleash hell out there.
Okay, I've got 600 rounds. I mean, I can do something with that, but...
Things are heating up now.
You know what? Let me have a second group as well, in case I want to shoot 1 at a time.
Oh, there goes an arm. Blasted their
This
leg
is my
right off.
anti-aircraft.
It's the anti-aircraft Raven, is that what this is?
That's what that is, yeah. The stand sight.
I'm just trying. I mean, like, I'm mainly just worried about running out of ammo.
Oh, you probably will. This is more of a meme than it was anything else.
I mean, I need to make sure that I need to make sure I keep like 100 rounds for the final enemy.
Their ability to mount an offense is serious.
They don't even have melee weapons or anything to actually like.
Okay, I'm trying to find the corner of the battle. I want to eliminate 1 corner of the battle. That sounded like a really big cannon shell that whizzed by. I'm like, excuse you, this is light mechs.
Pop goes the arm. Savage.
I like the cockpit. It kind of reminds me of an X-wing from Star Wars.
Yeah, it does a little.
Who is shooting that crap?
Oh, the urban mech.
Their weapons just took a hit. Let's see if that.
Okay, so here's the first brawl we're gonna interrupt.
Target destroyed.
Good luck.
I'm trying to be like very accurate.
Their firepower just suffered a huge dent.
I don't know what I'm shooting at,
Direct hit.
and I don't know if how effective I'm being.
They're horrible.
I would say so far we're not doing. I mean, the problem is like I'm afraid to shoot because I know I know I'm gonna run out of ammo.
This could prove to be a huge turning point here. Their weapon systems just suffered a huge blow.
Yeah, this might be the build.
Yeah, this is the build for sure.
Leg got shredded. Let's
Oh,
see
you
how
got
they
one.
respond.
We got him.
Oh,
good. It wasn't the important. It wasn't anything good. It wasn't the good. It wasn't the good weapons. That's the important
you
part.
can lose like half of the mech and stuff of your weapons, or lose half the mech and have nothing.
It's an advantage.
Time will tell, but this could be a huge momentum swing.
I can't see a thing.
You're hitting at least. Oh,
He's
there
dead.
you
He's
go.
dead.
Oh.
Oh, he's supercharging now. He's cheating again. We're almost out of ammo. That's the problem.
I think this was it.
We are almost out of ammo, folks. Every shot has to go exactly where it needs to go.
Before this match gets away from him.
Every shot has to hit.
You cannot get hit.
Jake Mason
I'm dead.
just could not cut it
Yeah,
out there.
okay. The meme was not worth it.
Mason's handed a brutal loss.
Okay, let's
No
try
way, he
this
just-
again.
You out there.
He just walked over your body and got himself exploded.
That was. I mean, I think the problem is that this is not an assault style mech. Like this mech is supposed to fire
No.
at standoff.
Yeah. Yeah, that isn't the mech. That is not the mech.
Yeah, I knew I was justified in being a bit worried, but at the same time, we still have to try that when it's not being asked to like assault the enemy.
Bad news, Commander. Extreme
I have a
weather
feeling it might
conditions
just
means
be
you'll be
a
dealing
bit
with
too much
limited
for like
visibility
mech. Sorry.
and
I mean, I don't even think it'll
synchronization.
perform in that role either, because 600 rounds is not enough. It's gonna run out of ammo.
It needs to change. Like that was one I mean. I have other plans for it.
Okay, this goes back into here. Okay, now we're going to use like a mech that's actually designed for this.
Hey, number 6, how's it going?
The moment of truth has arrived.
Phoebe
The
Jibs
buzzer
and number
sounds,
6,
and
welcome
this
to the
match
show.
has kicked off.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Now, one thing is, I think some of these pilots are still elite, so it's still going to be a pretty dangerous battle.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
I think what I'll do is, I think I'm going to focus on picking off some of the fights that are just kind of off to the side right now. Yeah, like this guy over here.
New target
Look at this
five-star.
guy.
Now they're getting into it.
Let's go seek out some
Cars
one-on-ones.
just went flying. This could be a huge turning point.
It's like, imagine being some guy who's just like, oh yeah, I'll just wait for everyone else to defeat each other. And then you got this one guy who's like, oh, I'm specifically going to go after the guys who are going to wait
Well, it's
for
like
everyone to
someone
defeat
just
each
lost
other.
a metal limb. Time will tell, but this could be a huge momentum swing.
Oh, he's elite too.
If they lose
So it's not
this leg,
accidental.
This match will be over.
Target acquired.
These fire starters are nasty.
Oh, took their leg off. This match could be over in a hurry.
Going through the trees to block his shots. All right, we're going in now. Oh, whoa, I didn't think he was going to come up like that. I don't want to crash into people if I can avoid it, because you need some endurance in these. His elite pilot status is playing a big role here.
Target destroyed.
Able to
Very
suffer
serious
way more
blow.
damage than you would
Their
normally
ability
do.
to mount an offense is seriously compromised
That's an AP-10,
now.
I think.
Someone's walking away with a little less hardware.
Like, that's something I don't really care for MechWarrior 5. Like, I don't like how elite pilots take less damage. In fact, I don't think there should be a defense stat in general. Like, I think you should just take the damage that you should take the amount of damage that you are hit by.
Yeah, like, they should move smarter.
An
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a way for them to compensate for the AI being, you know, like, they can't really give it better AI, so they're like, well, they'll just take less damage, and that'll be symbolic of them piloting better.
Yeah, exactly, which is annoying.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm like, no.
Target acquired.
Okay, you're a bigger threat, so I'm going for you.
What the hell was that?
Light rifle, apparently.
Oh, well.
It's so weird fighting a fast urban mech.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
He keeps this up, fans across the periphery will be lining up to buy his merch.
Okay, so we have 9, 10. Okay, there's 2 targets left. So this was definitely like, you know, going after the guy who was camping, then crashing the party in the middle. Now we're gonna crash the final party. I'm surprised they don't try to advertise this as like, oh, Battle Royale in MechWarrior now. Let's see what we're dealing with. We got a fire starter, and who's he fighting? Oh, he's all that's
he's
left.
dead. Yeah.
And he doesn't see me. Okay, that's fine. Let me pull on up to this guy while he isn't paying attention.
He thinks he's won. He thinks it's all over.
That didn't even go through his armor because he's elite.
Some early pressure here. They've taken some hits, but no need to hit that panic
nope.
button.
He did a backflip.
Mason takes the match. He got lucky out there.
Oh, you got lucky.
Apparently. Like, it definitely had nothing to do with the method.
No skill involved. All luck. Really need to learn to suck less, I guess.
Okay, so now we leveled up to 9. We are contender now. So, and I guess we're actually very close to champion level as well. Let's see what the destroyed target priority quickly. Wow, that one gave us 240. So that one was actually worth an absolute truck ton of progress. It was worth like 3 times the. It was like 300 to like 200% more. So that was actually pretty. Oh man, not a single mag. We got a light rifle burst fire, tier 4. Interesting for our tests. We were looking for higher quality ones. And double heat sinks, raking in some lost tech. Love to see it. Okay, at least in this case, we were able to fully spend our salvage. Okay, so we're at the contender level. Liaison officer says, there's no denying it now. You're the one to beat out there. You're on the brink of glory. You just need to take the final step forward. You're so close to standing shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Justin Allard. Being able to call yourself a tournament champion is the highest honor you can achieve in the arena. It means you've left a trail of formidable opponents in your wake that fans are rooting for or against you, and the arena hasn't been able to claim you as another victim. Now, Fajardo's Firearms has come knocking with an enticing proposition. They're offering substantial upgrades and financial rewards to showcase their cutting-edge offensive capabilities with you piloting your mech. They want to give you that final push to the top of the ladder. It's been a long time since I've witnessed this level of buzz swirling around a contender. Don't let the pressure get to you. Ultimate glory is waiting behind that locked door. It's up to you to burst through and claim it. So we got 3.6 million C-bills, a Tier 4 binary laser, a Tier 4, or 2 Tier 4 AC-5 rapid fire, 2 Tier 4 medium rifle burst fire, and an arena supercharger rank 5. So, with all of that done, let's see what else is here. It's a light mech duel. Well, that should be an easy one. I'm just gonna take the money. Maybe I'll take a little bit of salvage. There we go. 15 salvage. You know, who knows? Maybe it'll be a Raven that we duel.
We're
Yeah,
reading
true.
heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility.
And
certain
I'll
operations
use the
under vision.
binary laser one. I don't think the binary laser one is gonna be super great, but you know, I'll use it at least in a duel. I feel a little more comfortable in a duel.
What's happening, Mech fans? It's your boy Jackson Prime alongside Cotton Bateman. We've got an exciting.
It is a
matchup to
panther.
you. It's like your favorite frosty beverage, only you drink it in.
1v1?
with your eyes. So get
You have to
ready
do
to drink up.
somehow do 150 do 100 melee damage, 100 energy damage, and 100 melee, 100 missile damage. You do 300 damage to a panther. Good luck.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
One thing I'm going to do for sure is disable his main weapon. There we go. There goes his main weapon.
Trees are behind them. They're locked into a battle now. Only unpleasantries from here on out, Jackson. Better hope the cooling
That gets
systems
so
do their
caught.
thing or he'll be ripe for the picking.
We're using melee now because there's no way to... I might be able to get the melee damage. Let me just aim for something else.
Mason
Oh!
scores a clutch victory.
You ran him over.
This was a heck of a finish. You
I
really
bumped
left
into him
all
and it took him
there,
out. Wow.
Jackson. Seriously, I think I see an arm and a leg. KO'd another opponent. Won't even bother.
Unexpected, but you know, what can you do? Okay, there you go. We are champion. Huzzah, I guess. We got one extra reputation. I don't even know what that stat is called. Fame, I guess. Oh, we got the Panther. Okay. We literally had the exact amount of salvage to salvage everything.
Nicely done.
Works for me. Okay, there it is. So we did it. We beat. We like have cleared the basic levels. I guess there's prestige levels. Champion. Liaison officer says, someone needs to get word to Gray Noten and Justin Allard. There's a new superstar dominating the arena circuit. You've climbed to the very top of the rankings, sparing no blood, sweat, or scorched metal to get there. How's the view from the summit? Now you can see all the other contenders jostling for position, each looking for an opening to take a shot and knock you off the perch. But that's the nature of the beast. Staying on top is even tougher than the climb. But I know a battle-tested mech warrior like you just won't hand over the crown willingly. Stay on top as long as possible. The fall from grace can be brutal. To help you maintain your position, you've earned a cache of arena upgrades to fend off the stampede of challengers gunning for you. Good luck. You've now etched your name among the very best who've battled it out in the arena. You're in rare company. Don't take it for granted. Remember, the arena is always waiting to remind you that you're only human. So there's not even like a championship battle, which is disappointing. In both MechWarrior 2 and MechWarrior 4, you actually go through like a semifinals, a finals, and then there's like there's like a championship for each weight circuit. There's like there's like lightweight semifinals, lightweight finals, and then the lightweight championship, and then there's same for the medium, same for the heavy, same for the assault, and then there's like the grand semifinals, the grand finals, and the grand championship overall. So that was not disappointing, a bit lackluster, but what can you do? Here we have the Corsair, though, the Core XT1. 4 million C-bills. Let's see what it gives us. Put you in there. Let's take a look at it first. Look at that big old long arm it has. It looks so weird having this big old long arm. So this is a new variant of the Corsair, which originally was just a single model. Let's see what it's got. It has an extra light engine. Looks like it also has double heat sinks. Let's take a look at it up close. We have 3 AC-2 rapid fires with 1, 2, 3, 4 tons of ammo. That's probably not enough. An AC-10 rapid fire with a single ton of ammo. That's definitely not enough. And then it's got a large laser, a medium laser, 2 SRM4s, 1 SRM2, a lot of really wacky scattered weapons all over the place. And then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 double heat sinks. It's a very weird design overall. Very weird.
You could make it pretty good. I think, like, just get rid of the AC-10 and have 4 AC-2 rapid fires, a PPCX, and a couple of missiles, and that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. It could probably, you know, it needs a little bit of work, but I think there's certainly some hope there for it. For the Panther, we got 520K in C-bills selling it. For the Griffin, we got 1.1 million. That's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah,
let me. Can we see our arena standing, or does it just not tell us? Oh, here it is, right here. Oh, we can't see like the future. Okay, this just shows us our... Okay, so there's no way to check the progress on the arena, I don't think, unfortunately. Oh, also, we have some data for the Loader King. Let me see what the Loader King has to say. Heavy... Where is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A... Loader King. Oh, yeah, so you can see here that there is no way to find this outside of the arena because... It all appears to be faction-based. Interesting. Earthworks Incorporated. Oh, those are the people who built the cataphract. That's interesting. True. Well, all we can do is more arena. Well, we maxed out our arena, so I guess we're going to continue looking because we would like to find another Highlander. A Highlander would be good. We only have 2 right now, and we are going into the next DLC, and having some bigger mechs would not be a bad thing. Also, Trooper and Happy Teddy Bear, welcome to the show. Happy Teddy Bear says it did not notify him, even though he did it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what's wrong with it, especially because I preview the streams. Like, you're basically, it's supposed to give people like an entire day notice. So I don't know why it likes to do that. So over here we've got... This is a free-for-all? Am I reading that right? Wait. That's a glitch. Duke it out in a free-for-all. Okay, sure. We'll do it. We'll take some salvage. Let me get you a pilot. We don't have a lot of options here, so, oh, let's bring the GI out. Yeah, that's right. We have the Hunchback GI. I'll give it a spin, and then I'll let you give it a spin, and then we can modify it. Like, we want to use it in our stock configuration for now.
Yep, 100%.
And we're off to
oh, let me mess with the hero, the I'm just gonna put the laser with it, to be honest. I don't want to mess with a bunch of complicated, So we've got 11 enemies.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a cataphract.
They're locked into a battle now.
Blast them with the Gauss rifle.
There's a Battlemaster and a longbow.
These guys are bringing some pretty heavy stuff, but I guess they're allowed to. So this thing has medium pulse lasers, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we got him. He went down quickly. He's overloading. Is cutting me off a bit.
And that doesn't sound tasty.
There's a computer up there. No idea.
Oh, they're coming from behind as well. They're behind us. It's a Loader King.
They're dead.
Oh god, it's the ugly one. It's the one with all the lasers. I don't like this one.
He took a bite right out of his arm. This could be a huge turn of events here.
Back to me.
He
doesn't anymore.
I'm just shooting him with everything I've got. Okay, we got him.
I need to cool down a little bit, so I'm gonna hide over here until I take him down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sink some heat as well, which is funny because it looks like a cold environment.
That's why you sleep with a nightlight.
Damn, still half of the enemies are standing too.
A Battlemaster can be up.
This hunchback is in bad shape. I'm gonna try to knock him out of the fight.
Too much information.
I'm a little banged up, but not too bad. All right, that guy is toast.
Into the scrapyard, building his personal museum of defeated rivals, Jackson.
Back to this. Here.
I am right with you. Oh, is that the assassin? He's just jumping around like an
Assassin.
idiot. The jump jets might actually be okay here, just to be able to like get up, like platform around.
Oh man, he got him flush. He dealt some serious damage there.
There's 2 Crusaders and a longbow, I think, left.
Jackson.
That Crusader has a bunch of streak SRMs. The longbow. Okay, the Crusader models are the exact same, the same model. We could probably leave the longbow for last. Which one do you want to go for first?
I guess the one close to us.
Okay, I'm gonna get a shot on him.
He gets hit with more shots like that, it will be all she wrote.
I don't know what to think about a single Gauss rifle. I mean, like,
Sense of security, Jackson.
I mean, that was a headshot, but like, look, his armor is in pretty good shape. All right, I'm moving up on him. Oh, he's an elite. That's why he's not taking much damage. I'm like, this guy's like, we're like hammering this guy, and he just doesn't want to go down.
And not the enjoyable kind. Damn, an
Okay, I lost one of my weapons.
more explosive than when I eat a plate of hot wings. Gross.
Oh, these guys are both behind an obstruction. We don't have good line of sight on any of them. So I lost an arm, which is not a big deal.
We go for the other Crusader next.
Yeah. Let's get the Crusaders just because they're like, they can actually fight. Whereas that longbow is not going to be able to do anything once we get up close to it.
Hailstorm, I gotta say, would be really nice in these missions. It would flatten these things.
What would?
The longbow hailstorm.
Oh, yeah, with all of those SRMs.
Okay, he's interested in me, not you.
Okay, I see him. This guy's a veteran, so he's not going to be quite as not as tanky. Okay, he's on me now. I'm backing up.
That wasn't his bowling arm. God, he took his arm clean off. Did you see that? On the bright side, he could still use it as a melee weapon. Hey, why don't you go pick it up?
That's the end of him. Now we can go bully this poor...
Target acquired.
Oh, he has 2 medium lasers. Okay, he's not totally defenseless. He's just mostly defenseless.
Give it a main weapon.
Mason wins the day. He takes the glory and the purse.
I wonder what overtime rewards you get for like continuing to level up. I wonder if it's anything good or if it winds up just being like, I mean, I'll take money. Like, I mean, if they just give me more money, I'll take money.
I take a longbow.
So it looks like the next one is fresh meat with a star. So I guess it's like prestige 1 fresh meat. It's just gonna kind of recycle around. The salvage. Oh, we got another 4-head penis. I'll take it.
No longbow. No, not longbow.
Nah, the Loader King escaped our salvage, regrettably.
Yes, again.
I do want another 4-head penis, though. The 4-head penis, I actually think is pretty good.
Red penis is good.
The fact that we have a strange distribution of mechs, I think is working in our favor as well.
I would say I really like the 4SP. Like, it is a nice mech.
Yeah, I like how the 4SP has a more balanced design where the weapons are on both sides, because it really sucks when the Hunchback loses like 90% of its firepower when when the wrong side of its body gets destroyed. And the wrong side is typically the side they prioritize. Let's see how much time we have left. 28 days. I don't think we have enough time for this multi-op.
No.
Multi-ops are 13 days each, I think.
Yeah.
Let's just take it. Let's just go. Let's sign up with this just to be safe. Before we do that, let's go ahead and let's do a last-minute rearrangement of our stuff.
You want to check any of the other planets in the industrial hub to see for, in case there's a mech to buy?
I think the best. We can only make one jump.
Okay.
I mean, we could do that, but we can make one jump. We have 28 days.
Let's go to one of the ones with the rare mech. The rare mech one.
Okay. Well, let me see if we can remodify anything real fast. I want to bring the forehead penis in.
It is.
Let me see. So what? So you're going to use the GI next, and then we'll recustomize it. We have a 4G, a 4P, a 4J, a 4HP.
Are you planning to get rid of one? Is that what you're
probably? Like, you know, well, I mean, look at we're up to like 3.7 million. Well, 3 I think 4 million is what's our cutoff on it? It's like 4 million, I think, is our cutoff point for like when we're getting too heavy on mechs.
Okay.
I mean, do we have any redundant mechs that just kind of don't really matter?
I mean, we're never using that 4G. We never use it at all.
The P gets to stay. The K, well, I'm actually going to use... I have a, like... People are like, oh, what are you going to do, Fox? For, like, Fox, what are you going to do when you have to do the 4G? There's nothing to customize. I've got an abominable thing I'm going to create. And I'm going to test it in this stream.
On machine gun. A small laser.
I just came up with this idea too. Like while I was testing the other mechs, I came up with this idea. Like I have this abominable design for like the Hunchback. Where are my weapons at? Where are my weapons? Go switch to small.
5 and 3 flamers.
There we go. And then some heat sinks. All right, this is my abominable Hunchback 4G. Like, I guarantee you people are going to be mad about this mech. This is what I think, I don't know for sure, but I think when I do the Hunchback review, because, I'll show you guys so you guys can see. This is the Wolfhound. I'm recording for the Wolfhound, so the Wolfhound video is currently underway. And, you know, this is all the footage that you would see in the video. I haven't published the short version of the Banshee. I'm going to do that probably by the beginning of next week. But, like, yeah, so I'm already doing research for the Hunchback video. This is probably going to be the Hunchback video. And like I said, people are going to be really mad about this design. I got a feeling, because it is not going to meet anyone's expectation of what a Hunchback should be. But, like, I just don't think the AC-20... is the right weapon for the Hunchback, so like I am making this abominable monstrosity.
Easy broken.
And yeah, I'm gonna customize the forehead penis real fast. Okay, so we tried. What is the biggest one? The Lance is the biggest one. Well, let's try. What's the one that does the most damage? The medium mace. The Masha. And then I'm going to leave this as a medium hand actuator, I think. Where's the medium knuckle at?
It has a doesn't need the knuckle, right?
Oh, this one specifically does. This one does not have a battle fist. That's actually why I'm verifying it. This one actually does need it, because it's not a battle fist. It's a medium hand actuator.
Oh yeah, okay.
But let's put everything else on first. So I want that. Obviously, I want some lasers.
The only one that does.
Yeah, it's kind of the oddball of the group. Let me mess with his armor real fast.
Wonder did they forget to do it?
Let me just max its armor out. That'll make it this simpler. Okay, that trims up its armor. All right, so I need a gun. I think I'm going to go with, once again, an AC-5. It's really hard to not go with AC-5. It's not my goal to just go with AC-5, but it's really hard to not go with AC-5. Oh my god, there are so many. You know what this thing needs? It needs a little thing where I can type in, like, just hit the number 5, and then it'll just bring up all the weapons that have the number 5 in it. Let me see. Tonnage. Sort by tonnage. Because AC-5 will be in, like, 8 tons. I don't know if I want to do rapid fire or not. Let me just do burst fire for now. And then I'll see what kind of ammo we can get. So I'll put in 2 tons of ammo. I don't think I want an arena fist just because I think it'll just be kind of a awkward. The 2 swing speeds will be kind of weird. So I think I'm just going to put a knuckle on. Oh my god, it's so hard to find what I want. Mace, lance. Okay, let's go by side. Medium knuckle. We actually have a lot of additional space. Maybe I will do arena fist after all. And yeah, okay, I think we have the ammo for it. So now that we have some extra ammo, we'll go ahead and upgrade this into a rapid fire. If I can find the damn thing. Okay, sort by tonnage again. Looking for 8. Here it is. 5. Rapid fire. I'll put this halfway decent one on. And then I'll just put on 2. We'll double the ammo. And 1 heat sink. There we go. There we go. 1.1 million to repair it, but, you know, that's fine. It got pretty messed up anyways. All right, so that is fine the way it is, I think. I don't think I have anything to say about... we got to paint these as well, because this one's going to go into untested. And then this one is going to go into... Where is it? My abominable mech is going back into untested. Okay, we're good. All right, so we were gonna jump here. Okay, what do you? Okay, well, there are 2 places that have a rare mech. Let me check this one real fast. Mech market. Yeah, nothing. Wait, there's a Raven.
We'll take it.
There you go. If you want to start customizing that, like,
yes.
I will take a look. So here are your options. We have a rare mech. Let me also see my objectives. Okay, we need. Okay, that it simplifies it. We're gonna go to Boardwalk, and we're gonna go to Boardwalk because we need to Cantina.
Good to me.
It's like we're like accepting people's contract like literally at the last minute. They're probably like sweating bullets, like, oh my god, Rasalhague is undermanned. Like the Kung's Armee doesn't have enough mercenaries as support. Like, are they gonna accept our offer? And like we're like answering them at like literally the last minute. I mean, actually, we have... What? Oh. We have 13 days. I think we can... Like how long would this be? 13... Okay. Okay, we could check them both out. We could check them both out. Because this is in 15 days. We could check them both out. Okay, so... Let's do the Cantina first. Medium rifle, tier 2, J. Edgar's, 25 of them, 7 Igors. We could probably get some of those done. Money, or sales. A Cataphract 2P. I think that's the melee model. I want to say it's the... I mean, its hands have been destroyed, so I can't see it. The rare mech was a Catapult C4 in perfect condition. An Archer 2P. Yeah, I bet the 2P Archer is actually really good. None of these are things that we need. Any last-minute purchases? Because we do get 20% off. Let me get some flamers. We always run out of flamers. Nothing super nice looking. I'll buy one of those. Actually, let me buy, like, heavy knuckles. Like, knuckles we do need. We always need more of those, because those are commonly destroyed. Let me see. Are they selling any lost tech? No, nothing. Okay, that was the best we could do there. All right, we got... let me save, just in case they, like, cheat me. Clean up those as well. Okay, so let's go here. This is the last place that has a rare mech.
Highlander.
Okay, come on. What do we get? This is our last thing before we're locked into the Rise of Rasalhague. It is a hunchback. I don't know what it is. I haven't clicked it, but that's kind of weird. What could it be? It is a hunchback 4P.
Oh.
We already have those, so we don't really need another one of those, but it's in perfect condition. Like I said, we don't really need that, though. Not exactly what I'm looking for.
All very light mechs, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't a super high level,
yeah.
you know, industrial hub anyways. Let me get some of these PPCXs. I feel like it's just a good idea to have a few extras. Assault Greatsword, I'll take one of those. You know, I'll take all these assault melee weapons, because, you know, we're actually going to use those. I'm not gonna take any heavy class melee except for knuckles and fists. I will take these medium weapons though, because we could potentially use those. Nothing good there. What about the barracks? Are there? Oh, there's a 56.
Thanks for the trust in me, Commander.
A 50 and a 51.
Seems we have ourselves a deal.
All right, let's get rid of some people. Goodbye. 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 Let me see. We got a 50, 50, 56. Okay, everyone who's below 50 gets kicked out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got plenty of pilots. That cleaned that up. And I think I think that's everything we need to do.
Yep.
All right, so this is it. We are ready for the Rise of Rasalhague. You know, I never knew how to spell or how to pronounce Rasalhague until this DLC, because I've never heard their nation pronounced before. And I'm assuming they're pronouncing it right as well. That's another issue. But yes, here we go. So this is the Rise of Rasalhague. This is the second big campaign DLC. It's not the first. It's not the second DLC in total. I believe the DLCs go Heroes of the Inner Sphere, Kestrel Lancers, Call to Arms. So this is the fourth DLC, but it's the second big campaign DLC because Heroes of the Inner Sphere didn't add a big campaign in. So that is that. If you have questions about the lore or the missions of why we're doing it, go ahead and ask, because I'm not going to read it because it's just too much to read. And this will be like our third playthrough through Rise of Rasalhague. So I don't want to, like, it just eats up too much time to read. So, yeah. Anyways, yep. Basically, this is the follow-up. The Rise of Rasalhague has, like, a brief introductory campaign. And then that's kind of like a prologue, and now we're doing the actual Rise of Rasalhague storyline. So let's go ahead and do that. We've accepted it, and we're going in. Also, Dara is here. Welcome to the show. We actually have a question from Dara, which I should be able to get to in this episode. But, you know, let's wait a moment.
Oh, loading sequence.
The Tier movement was founded to right the injustices brought upon the people of Rasalhague by those that claimed to be our equals. For over 700 years, both House Kurita and House Steiner have used their lies of equality to justify the oppression of our people. I am here to announce that these injustices end now. Today, with the blessing of both Comstar's Primus Mindu Waterly and the Draconis Combine's Gunji no Kanrei Theodore Kurita, I declare the independence of the Rasalhague Military District from Combine rule. From this day forth, we will be recognized as the Free Rasalhague Republic. Conrei Kurita has ordered the withdrawal of all DCMS forces stationed in what is now Republic space. Overseeing this peaceful transition of power will be the loyal forces of our newly formed military, the Kung's Armée.
Report! DCMS's 8 Rasalhague regulars have attacked the Kung's Armée and ISF convoy, carrying Marcus Kurita. They're attempting to free him from our custody.
Damn it! Alert the ISF at the Combine Embassy. I'm greenlighting the full deployment of the first-tier's battle mech forces. Alert! Alert! All first-tier and supporting mercenary forces prepare for immediate deployment. We are under attack. Repeat. All first-tier and supporting mercenary forces prepare for immediate deployment. We are under attack.
That cutscene is so much better than a lot of their other stuff.
Yeah, that banshee at the end is really cool.
Like, this is like when they started getting better at like creating cutscenes, and they also have much less text wall, though still too much text wall. So it's like, and it's an improvement. Here is Christian Man's daughter, who has gotten like freshed up from since once we last saw him. Oh, also, I did want to answer a question that you actually asked. So, like, in a personal conversation between the sheriff and I, he asked me, you know, as a fan of the Draconis Combine, what did I think about the Free Rasalhague Republic leaving the Combine, as well as, like, you know, why did it happen? And I know the answer now. The answer is actually, it was Comstar's doing. Comstar is the one that got the whole ball rolling. In fact, Comstar specifically wanted this to happen. That's not to say that there weren't people in the Free Rasalhague Republic that wanted this to happen. Certainly Christian Man's daughter would want this to happen, he is a real character. Same with Hakan Magnuson, he would want this to happen. But the only person who matters that wanted this to happen was somebody in Comstar. I forget their name and their rank, but this person petitioned the Draconis Combine, the coordinator, which was Takashi Kurita, and basically said, hey, we should, like, make the Free Rasalhague Republic an independent state to counteract the FedCom alliance. Basically they wanted to do it to complicate declarations of war, so that if FedCom launched an attack on the Draconis Combine, they would have to, like, they'd have this neutral state to deal with as well, because the Free Rasalhague Republic would not be a friend of Steiner. And so they'd be like, well, we got to launch an attack, but the border is, like, occupied by this bizarre neutral state that doesn't like us. That's what they wanted to do, because Comstar was worried that the FedCom alliance was going to conquer the Inner Sphere and destroy Comstar's dreams of reestablishing the Star League under their control. So they went to the Draconis Combine and pitched the idea. The coordinator was not into this idea. The coordinator is like, no, we conquered them fair and square. You know, like, we own the Rasalhague military district. And so Comstar was like, what if we give you a bunch of good stuff? Like, we'll give you a ton of stuff that is it's worth tons of money. You'll get crazy trade agreements. We'll give you mechs of our personal reserve, like, you know, special reserve mechs, you know, like Lost Tech and all this kinds of great stuff. And the coordinator was like, you know, an interesting offer, but no. So, what do you call it? Comstar was like, well, we're not going to give up, because, like, we're really, really concerned that if we don't do this, that FedCom is going to swallow everybody up. So they went to Takashi's son, Gunji no Kanrei, Theodore Kurita. Now, I've studied a bit of Japanese history, and I happen to know that the word Kanrei means deputy. So, like, he's the second in command. He's the crown prince of the Combine, and they pitched the idea to him, and they're like, you got to convince your father to do this. And we'll give you an even better deal. We're going to open up the Lost Tech. We're going to give you the Lost Tech mechs that we've been sitting on. It's good stuff. No one's going to know you have it. You're going to have these mechs that are very unexpected. You're going to like pull the rug out from under people. We're going to give you priority internet access. You know, you're going to get like free internet or like discount internet. You're going to get crazy trade deals, trade agreements, tons of money. All of these Lost Tech battle mechs as well as non-Lost Tech battle mechs. You know, we really need this to happen. And Theodore was like, okay, you know what? I'm convinced. I'm going to talk to my dad and I'm going to make it happen. So, you know, there was some arguing, but eventually they're like, okay, you know what? If, you know, like, my son is really, really dead set on this. I don't think it's a good idea, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot. You know, let's go for it. So we're going to let him go. And then this is how the whole thing rolls out. Of course, Comstar is not totally honest with their deals. Like, they do get the premium internet access, the premium bundle, basically. They get the trade agreements. They get the battle mechs, but, like, Comstar stole the not stole, like, they surreptitiously removed the Lost Tech from the battle mechs that they gave the Draconis Combine, and like kind of like let's just put in like a non-Lost Tech thing in there real fast just to like, you know, before they notice, you know, and that's what they did. But like Theodore figured it out, and he's like, oh, these are like, you kind of like ghettoed them up a little bit, like you made some like ghetto mechs for us. And so he's like, and so he didn't like fully deliver on Comstar on his end of the deal, accusing Comstar of not like giving them the good stuff that we were promised. So, like, the Draconis Combine got, like, these weird semi-Lost Tech models. They're basically not the original. Like, a good example is the Kintaro. They got these weird Kintaros that are not the original Lost Tech model. They're the semi-ghettoed up Lost Tech models that are not the current model, but are not as good as the Lost Tech model because, like, Comstar was like, we're not really going to, you know, you're not actually going to give them the original Kintaros, are you? No, we're going to keep that. Of course not. We're going to keep it for ourselves. We're going to give them these, like, kind of like, you know, hand-me-down, like, semi-Lost Tech Kintaros. So, like, the whole thing, you know, nothing can go without a hitch, obviously. Like, obviously you can't have the deal go down. And then, of course, the Ronin Wars, which was what we're going to experience real fast. Not real fast, was what happened here. So that is actually why all of this is happening. It's not because people in the Free Rasalhague Republic got the ball going. It's because Comstar wanted to do this they basically wanted to do any trick they could that was not a direct military attack in order to stop the FedCom Alliance from conquering the Inner Sphere, especially because of the damage they did to the Capellan Confederation. If you don't remember, Comstar also interfered with the invasion of the Capellan Confederation by staging a fake attack on their own HPG network and then framing it on the Federated Suns. And then they basically shut the internet off of the Federated Suns. And that's the reason they stopped the attack. Why didn't they just completely conquer the Capellan Confederation? It's because they didn't have any internet anymore. And the loss of internet really damaged. It causes basically like trillions, like probably like what comes after trillions? Zillions? Like hundreds of trillions of C-bills of damage, of financial damage due to like the absolute havoc of not having the internet. Like imagine if tomorrow the internet just ceased to exist. Imagine how many companies who are reliant on the internet for their like logistics would just be like, what? They'd be like Kurt Angle face. But that's basically what they do to the Federated Suns. And so they're basically doing a different strategy in order to interfere with the upcoming invasion of the Draconis Combine. So that's basically what's happening here behind the scenes. So there's like the Rasalhague people, they think that this is an honest thing. They think that like, you know, Draconis Combine is like, oh, you know, like we're just going to give you your independence or something. They think that this is just happening, but all of this is back behind the scenes scheming between it's not scheming as in like evil scheming, but just like, you know, like planning and plotting and machinations. Not necessarily evil machinations, but just scheming behind the scenes between Comstar and the Draconis Combine. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyways, first mission. I'm not reading this crap. I'll read this. We're under attack. The 8th regulars. Oh yeah, I remember. This is the airport one.
Airport.
Salvage. We get 1,000. I'm just going to take salvage and damage coverage. Now, the good news is that the Free Rasalhague Republic is neutral with us. So, like, unlike the Kestrel Lancers where it was not the gravy train, this is the gravy train. Oh, let's get our new pilots. So we should have... I wish it would go in descending order of skill. 56, 51, 51.
Nice.
Most of our mechs are ready for combat. Our drop weight is 320, so we have most things available.
We can bring an average of 80 tons per mech.
So, like, part of the reason why the FedCom Alliance is so successful is because, so, the Free Worlds League, the Capellan Confederation, and the Draconis Combined form a counter-alliance, but it's a really, like, last-minute thing, and the Draconis Combined was able to get along with the Capellan Confederation, and the Draconis Combined was able to get along with the Free Worlds League, but the Free Worlds League could not put aside their differences with House Liao. Like, they tried to. Like, they did make an attempt to do it. What am I going to use? I'm going to use your new Raven. And, like, so, like, Liao and Merrick, they did try. Like, they did make some effort to do it. In fact, there were some technology trades between them. Go ahead and pick yours, and I'll fill them in. And there were some tech trades, but... and it did create a few brand new mech models because they were able to gain some missing technology from one another. But overall, it didn't stop it from being kind of a haphazard thing. Let me go ahead and check this mech's weapon groups. Oh, that looks pretty fine to me. I don't know. This looks like it'll be a working mech. Yeah, and so, like... So the way it affected the others was Liao, when the Draconis Combined came under attack... Oh, I'll let him talk.
They're attempting to free him from our custody. We need to chase them down before they can... Wait. Dear Lord. The 12th Sunsong Academy cadre just attacked onlookers in the city center. Multiple civilian casualties.
Cowards! Those bastards are working with the irregulars.
Thor, I need you to divert your forces to the city center. Hunt down the 12th and make sure they pay for this.
Christian, you know they're attacking civilians to screen Marcus Corita's extraction of the spaceport.
I know, but with all DCMS forces in system defying their withdrawal orders, it's up to us to defend our people and the seat of our new government. Commander, you will need to continue to the spaceport and stop Marcus Corita's dropship at all costs.
We're on our way now.
The spider.
Okay, I'm gonna stick them on that fire starter. I'm gonna focus on thinning out a few of these crummy enemies real fast.
You need to fight through them. We can't allow Marcus Corita's dropship to leave the system.
Target acquired.
So this is the old Raven models, which are definitely not as good as the kind of iconic Raven. But, I don't mind using it. Like, this Raven in particular, it packs a bit of heat for its size because it does have a undersized engine for its weight. It is a slower than average light mech. So it's kind of more of a battle scout, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you're looking for, considering that, obviously, light mechs... Their armor is there to give them a bit of margin for error, but they definitely use speed and positioning to defend themselves rather than armor. The armor is just there to help you with a few whoopsies.
Let's make our quarter.
Target neutralized.
But yeah, so what happened is when the Fourth Succession Wars break out, the other members of the Captain Alliance, they tried to do something, but since their alliance didn't really have much preparation or anything, there were just various complications. Like, and also the FedCom Alliance did make some efforts to, like, deal with the possibility of the Captain Alliance reinforcing one another. But, like, Merrick's issue was that, like I said, Merrick is fine defensively. If the Free Worlds League is under attack, and make no mistake, they'll figure something out. But if the Free Worlds League is like, oh, you need to go help your allies out, you need to go on the attack, well, suddenly all of the different states of the different provinces of the Free Worlds League are like, well, I don't know, is that really in our best interest? I don't know if I want to do that. And now, when during the War of 3039, obviously Liao was not in a position to do a lot of damage because, like, they had just taken a beating in the Fourth Succession War. However, it did not stop McCarran's armored cavalry, who had recovered a lot faster, from launching a counter invasion into Fed Sun territory. And even though the Fed Suns were on guard for a counterattack, you know, they're committing to a big invasion. You can't be everywhere at the same time, so they necessarily had fewer forces there, and as a result, the McCarran's armored cavalry was able to cause quite a bit of damage, so much that the coordinator actually sent McCarran's armored cavalry pristine gift battle mechs for thanks in the relief effort.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
This never gets old.
Okay, we got some jerky mechs here. Or not mechs, we got some crummy... Don't want them to hit me with those SRMs, that would be ugly.
Target destroyed.
Somehow I barely have any damage. I guess they're just not...
That with the Raven.
They're just
The
not
Raven,
targeting me.
It doesn't get any attention hardly at all.
He's escaping! Escaping! I'm gonna take his thrusters out.
It is airborne. We can no longer pursue.
Seems like a really good guy.
Damn it. We're too late. Commander, clear the spaceport of all remaining DCMS forces before this spirals even further out of control.
Looking for a good target.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Enemy dropship coming in.
That guy sounds like a moron.
Clear.
Terrorist!
Return to Fort for the briefing. Don't get too comfortable. We still need to hunt down the rogue
Look at this
DCMS
mech.
forces and make them pay for what they've done here today. We'll also need to figure out where
This
Marcus
mech is just
Correa
like,
is running
let me
off
see if I can get a
to.
close-up
We're
on him.
for an all-out war against the Rasalhague Republic. Things are going
Come on,
to
let
get
me
messy
control.
if we don't muzzle
Let me
him
control.
ASAP.
There we go. Yeah, this guy's all like,
No!
he's like all beat up and shit. Man, that was gonna be the screenshot.
Maybe we'll have to go back.
I mean, I might have had a last-minute good one. Like, the problem is the screen darkened, which, like, would mess with the... But, you know, what, I can find something. We got a Hunchback 4G. I mean, we can sell it.
Gravy.
There we go.
Gravy, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, that Raven, I thought that worked out pretty well. And we got everyone repaired. I'll throw the 4G in there. I don't think we really need much more in the way of 4Gs, but I'll hang on to them. I'll hang on to them just in case.
The other Raven will be ready soon too.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to see what you loaded onto them. In fact, we might be able to see it immediately, considering that there's usually a little bit of time in between. Also, let's see what's on the mech marketplace. So we have a Thunderbolt 5S. We have one of those already, don't we?
Thunderbolt 5S we do, yes.
And we already have a 6S. That's the most common one. Yeah, there's no way we don't have a Zeus 6S.
We do, yes.
The stuff here is, like, pretty basic stuff. I mean, it's serviceable stuff, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's pretty basic stuff. Nothing too exciting here. What about weapons? Not seeing anything exciting there. I'll always buy some more flamers, just because, like, it's very easy to run out of flamers. We're okay on PPCXs at the moment. Let's see. Assault Arena Fist. Oh, we need those. I'll take all assaults. I don't want heavy weapons. I will take medium maces.
We can't use any heavy weapons at the minute, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll only take heavy fist and heavy knuckle.
Well, maybe some of the Lunar Kings can take heavy melee weapons. I don't even know though.
I mean, when we get one, then I'll start adding them into the.
Yeah.
Oh, this is when did we get you? This is another one of those wacky, like the SA2, the Solaris. I guess the S stands for Solaris Arena, Solaris Arena 2. It's a wacky looking mech here. I'll put you back in there.
A lot of hard points.
All in the arms too, like. Okay, so what we can do is we're gonna. Whoa. Let's wait. Okay, there we go. So I think all of our mechs are ready. So the next mission is, what do we have to do? Data in their base may give us clues. Clear out the defenders. Okay, this is one of these just missions where it's kind of like a normal everyday mission. Once again, they're giving us 1 million C-bills and damage coverage, so I mean, I'm just gonna take that and then more salvage, 30 salvage. So let's try the other Raven.
I'm gonna try the other.
Right, let me see what you got slapped on this bitch. So we've got a Guardian ECM and a Black Market Probe. What's the difference?
It's lighter than the other one.
Same stats though?
And better range. 550 versus 325, I think.
Interesting. I wonder how it compares to Beagle Active Probe.
I'm not sure. But 550 range is like, that seems quite a lot.
Oh, so Black Market Countermeasures is in between Guardian ECM?
There's 550. Is that like 550 the diameter of the circle or the radius? Because if that's 550 as in like the maximum range, that means that's 1,100 meters in total back to front. That sounds crazy.
Wait, what is this?
That couldn't be possible.
Black Market is disruption range 5 meters. Disruption mode range 220 meters? 5 meters is like trading paint with a mech.
Yeah. Which one is the longer one?
Hostile accuracy modifier, 20%. Hostile sensor modifier, minus 35%. Hostile streak SRM tracking, minus 20%. Hostile LRM spread, plus 20%. Hostile sensor modifier, shielding. Like, what is the difference between hostile sensor suppression and hostile sensor modifier shielding? I don't understand what that does.
I ain't got a clue. It'd be good if some of these things are explained a bit better.
ECM
Or
distortion. So this gives you ECM distortion reduction, 75%. Enhanced, it's 25% more sensors by default. And then 550 meters of, you know, like, just dedicated sensory, even if it's, like, you know... I need to spin it around for a moment. Don't ask me why. Don't ask questions, chat. Okay, let me give them something. I guess I can give them something big again. I mean, the Zeuses are ready back-to-back, so I'll just do that. The Zeuses are kind of like our everyday mechs now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with just using these guys. These guys are also good. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we're going to try out the Raven 1X. Now I'm actually able to detect people with my Beagle active probe, or my black market probe, or whatever it is.
Yeah, but like 550 meter range seems like crazy.
Oh yeah, look how big it is.
Rasalhague regulars and 12th Sunzang Academy cadre were responsible for extracting Marcus Corita and causing general mayhem across
That's 1,000
Rasalhague
total, 550
after a
each way.
Declaration of Independence. While many of them fled the system with Taishu Corita, their quick escape left many stragglers trapped on Rasalhague. For the good of our people, we need to bring them to justice.
Their base of operations on Rasalhague has been marked at the nav point ahead. Commander.
All right,
it's your
beginning
course to
my
secure
sweep.
their base at all costs. The regulars will likely attempt to destroy it and any evidence of their insurrection. Capture the facility and see that it remains in functional condition. This is it. Clear out any hostiles in the area and secure the facility.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Target
That matches the class of beast hole we're after.
Okay, good start. Oh. All right, I'm going to begin observation. Let me see.
new target.
That is just the
noticed.
locust. What is that medium mech?
Target acquired.
And your requested waypoint.
We got a
Commander.
Wolverine 6K. Makes sense. That is a Draconis model. I will try not...
Have been eliminated, but make ready for counter-assaults. Given the atrocities that they have already committed, I have no doubt that they will attempt to raise the base to cover Marcus Corita's escape.
Okay, I've got hard lock with the sensor probe, so now we can bombard it with LRMs without any mercy. Now I'm scrambling it up. Also, I'll try not to talk over the dialogue, just for anyone who hasn't seen it. Like, I won't read... I'm not going to read anything, but...
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Engaging Lance focus.
Oh, I love having active probe. I love just constantly knowing where they are.
Looks like you've got their attention.
I need to catch up and scramble him.
Hostiles incoming on your position.
More mechs coming from the other side. All right, I'm able to scramble them up. Oh, he's elite. That's why he's not going down.
Target mech eliminated.
Okay, it is a Hunchback 4H. Gonna tell our guys to hold position.
Wants us over there. Form up.
And the light mech is a Panther. Oh, those slow mechs.
Target acquired.
All right, I almost have them in my active probe range. Okay, they're in active probe range, so we can commence the LRM bombardment for sure.
Commander's target.
I'm gonna scramble them up. All right, once the fight really gets started, I'll begin attacking.
They're dead.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He didn't like that, apparently. He turned to face me despite only having 2 small chem lasers and an SRM-6.
We're on the move.
Okay, I'm searching.
Here we go.
And too bad this doesn't have a second SRM slot. Like, 2 SRM-6, 2 small chem lasers, and like a narc would be great. Like, this would be like the perfect missile spotter.
Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Or even just 2 SRM-6s would be great.
Move order complete.
They're hell-bent on destroying this facility. They must be worried about what we'll find here. We cannot allow this base to fall.
Alright, we're about halfway done with stuff. I'm gonna grab this cargo. I don't think they know I'm here, so I'm just gonna grab this real fast.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
Drop.
Nice to have
Haru.
some ballistics.
Quick draw. 4 mechs this side.
Alright, I'm gonna loop around and head back.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That Kintaro is probably the biggest threat, so I'm gonna scramble him up. It's like now we can fight cyber. We have like cyber warfare now.
New target.
It's like I hope they have their Norton antivirus installed.
Target acquired.
I hope they have a VPN before I hack into them and find out what kind of pornography they're looking at. Alright, I am arriving in the area.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This guy wants a piece of me, that's fine.
Destroyed.
I'm going for that mech to scramble him up.
Reinforcements spotted in the area. They look like they're
A
heading
full
your
mech in the
way.
distance, a stalker.
Oh, I see it. I'm definitely going to scramble him up. That's for sure.
Target acquired.
This is an elite quick draw. Scrambling him up. Oh, he's going after me, surprisingly. That's fine. I can take a bit of damage.
Nice kill, Commander. It's going quick.
We're Oscar Mike.
Behind us is a SP, a Hunchback 4 SP. Okay, I'm able to, like, damage people's missile locking, so I'm gonna probably stay around here for a bit.
Nav point reached.
Target acquired.
I feel like, I don't know who's gonna reach us first. Actually, the Stalker isn't moving.
Target is
No, now it is, now it is. I think they might arrive at the same time is the problem.
Navigating.
follow the commander.
I'm telling them to go for the SP, because I want to get one of our flanks secured.
Yep.
Alright, he's scrambled up.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, I'm not going to engage the Stalker, but I'm going to get in range to both reveal and scramble him.
Kind of taking a lot of damage to my right arm, which is 80-20.
This is the last target, that's the good news.
Okay.
We're on it, Commander.
Okay, he's scrambled up.
Structural integrity at 50%.
No further enemy signatures detected. The board looks
That wasn't too
clear.
bad.
You ran out of LRMs on the last target.
Direct your infantry squads to search the base and capture.
What is that with the LRM-20? How many tons of ammo does it have?
We need to find
2?
30. No, 4? I think double check. I was firing it like.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the trigger held down, it doesn't take long for those to launch.
We're already getting reports from across the Republic of other DCMS forces refusing to stand down and recognize Rasalhague's independence. This is only going to get worse until we find a way to regain custody of Marcus Corita.
So once again, like, it's kind of hard to tell how much of an effect electronic weapons have, but you know, like I'll probably be using this Raven quite a bit just in order to see. So what did we get out of this? A stalker? And then I guess I'll take some of these high-quality weapons. That's a not a bad-looking SRM-6, actually.
3 LRM ammo.
Okay, so I somehow managed to destroy 5 mechs. I guess I was, like, finishing them off. Okay, so, I guess this completes the first chapter, because we got a bonus payout of 4 million C-bills. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm like, throwing some cash our way. That's what I want to see. We got 4 Tier 4 SRM-4s, 3 Tier 4 AC-5 Burst Fire. I like that. 4 Tier 5 Flamers. You'll love to see it. Like I said, that mission was kind of like, whatever. It's like just like a normal everyday mission. And we'll save up all the mechs and sell them at the very end and see what we get. I think, are we traveling? Yeah, we're traveling again. Okay, so we will be moving out. If you want to modify anything, this is the time to do it. I don't think I have any plans to modify anything though.
I might just change the RS back to a standard heavy rifle. I've tried it. I didn't mind it, but the standard heavy rifle is better.
Oh, the burst fire wasn't. You weren't crazy. Let me use it. Let me use it at least once.
It's not that I didn't like it. It's just like I just think the other one's better. Yeah, well, leave him as he is for now.
Okay, so 66 days are gonna pass.
Attacks continue across the newly formed Free Rasalhague Republic as DCMS troops refuse to withdraw from Republic space. The rogue forces have answered.
Taishu Marcus Corita's call to action has rallied the support of a number of DCMS commands loyal to the Rasalhague military district and his cousin, Coordinator Takashi Corita. They continue to valiantly fight against the illegal annexation of Combine territory by Magnuson's rebel forces. The known tier terrorist has...
Just breaking from Comstar, the heir to the Dragon and the Gunjino Conray of the Draconis Combine, Theodore Corita, has just released a public announcement regarding the ongoing Rasalhague crisis. Let's listen in.
The Dragon has entered a new era. As we look ahead to the future, we are saddened by those who only look behind.
For the Dragon to move forward, we must shed the shackles that bind us, limiting our power and holding us back from true greatness. By allowing the Rasalhague people to be free, we have removed the shame that has quietly burdened the Dragon for centuries. There are those who believe that to harken back to an older time is to further the purpose of the Dragon. They are wrong. The Dragon endures because it adapts and embraces progress without burying itself in obsolete beliefs. Those who oppose the will of the Dragon are therefore declared Ronin, masterless warriors who think only of their own selfish desire and not the will of the Combine. To these Ronin I say, lay down your arms and accept true honor, or follow your selfish course to a disgraceful and ignoble end.
It's kind of weird how they have the actual Draconis Combined color scheme, but the standard Draconis Battle Mech has this kind of weird, like, white, green, and red, and black color scheme.
So weird. So weird. I don't know where they come up with some of this.
Like, every time I see that, I'm like, okay, so you know what their actual color scheme looks like, and yet here you have, like... That's why, like, if we look at my videos, let me go to my YouTube channel real fast. If we go to my actual episodes, and you see, like, all of the Draconis mechs like the Jenner, I don't use the in-game colors. Once again, for the what do you call it? The Panther, I don't use the in-game colors. And same with the Crab, I don't use the in-game colors. And then some of them I actually changed. Like, so here the Trebuchet and the Orion, I'm using the in-game Merrick colors. Same with the Vulcan, and then I'm like, I just don't like it. And so for the Quick Draw, which was a Merrick dominant mech, I just created my own custom Free Worlds League color scheme. You know, like the iconic kind of like darker purple, which I think I based it off of. I think I just looked at it like Free Worlds League. Based off of one of the books I saw. Where is it? Yeah, I just based it off of some of the art I saw. Like, I just went, like, to this. I'm like, okay, it's basically, it's got some darker purple. It's got some kind of desaturated purple. And then it's got a little bit of, like, kind of a bloody crimson red right here. Like, from, you know, what do you call it? Free Worlds League 3145. That's what this one came from. And then I also looked at some of these other ones. I'm like, okay, so they've got, like, you know, mainly almost like a blue-purple, like an indigo, basically almost like an indigo color. And, like, that's what I wound up doing, like, just creating my own alternative to the in-game one, because I'm like, it just doesn't look like the Free Worlds League to me. So that's what, in fact, I don't know if I'll change the other, you know, I don't know what I'll do with the old, what do you call it, thumbnails. Anyways, to the next mission. So, like I said, we're going to skip that part. We've got, what do we have to do here? Oh, wait, first let's see what's for sale. An Atlas, a Black Knight, a Catapult, a Cyclops. Oh, here we go, a Highlander. And it's a model we don't have.
Nice.
If you want to give that one a customization, go right on ahead.
I'm right in saying this is basically the same as the other one, except it has a medium ballistics block.
So it just has a smaller ballistic?
Yes.
Happy Teddy Bear says these news sections are actually...
Can you put them into the cold and bring them back out again, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll strip them for you.
It makes it a bit quicker.
Where'd he go?
Thank you.
Let me go and paint them real fast. Okay, I painted them real fast. So yeah, Happy Teddy Bear says the news sections are actually not, but yeah, like there's actually a significant improvement in the quality of their cutscenes from their, because this is their 4th DLC and they started to get more practice, or at least I believe they improved because they started getting more practice. But yeah, like I actually thought these were pretty good. And if you haven't done the Dragon's Gambit, if I remember right, the cutscenes in the Dragon's Gambit are also reasonable.
Yeah.
But let me go. What do we need to do here? Allowed to set up a primary base before we can assault. We need to make a beachhead. Okay, so this is a beachhead. Your unit will act as vanguard for the rest of the first tier. Make your way. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
It's slightly different with this one. I don't know if it'll be any good or not, though, but... find out.
Okay, I'm assuming that when he says we need to make a beachhead, I think we could take that literally.
I think it might be a beachhead mission.
Yes, I'm of the belief that it will be an actual beachhead. So I'm gonna put these guys in. I don't want to go like ridiculously slow since it's a beachhead, but at the same time I do need to pack at least a little bit of heat.
Nearly finished with this, just redoing the armor.
Maybe it's time to use the Raven again. We would be short. Maybe I'll use a medium mech. The Q would be well suited for a mission like this. It has some sting to it, but at the same time, it's not slow. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to look, especially because we don't have any 100-ton mechs.
What is this, a beachhead?
I believe so. They just kind of alluded to it, but I don't know if it is absolutely a beachhead. Even though we've done these missions, I don't. That doesn't mean I have them all memorized. But he said we're gonna establish a beachhead, so I assume that means it is a beachhead mission.
Means I can't really use a Highlander because they're kind of a bit slow.
Yeah, I've got everybody set up in mechs that are at least 68 kilometers and 64 kilometers, and they all have at least some long-range capability.
Maybe this a little light. There I go. Let's go for it.
I haven't. It's been a while since I've used the quarantine, but like I said, I think that this is the quarantine is the closest thing I have to the Sidewinder.
We've tracked Marcus Kurita and the remaining 8 Rasalhague regulars and 12th Sunzang Roman.
Yep, it's definitely a beachhead.
Here to Predates. They've been
Beachhead.
Beachhead.
We have some artillery to the west.
That they would be folded into the Rasalhague Republic.
Oh, I see it.
We need your forces to break through their defenses and establish a beachhead for the first tier. Good luck, Commander.
I'm sure this artillery position would not mind if I give them an inspection really quick.
Artillery is active. Keep moving, Commander.
Ooh, okay, there's a lot of it.
Hey, bitches, here comes the vibe check.
Artillery emplacement destroyed.
Where?
Is on our list of
Oh, we've got ourselves.
Let's make our quarter.
Okay, they're shooting me. That's good. So the artillery is dotting the left side, or the right side of the map. No easy way towards them, unfortunately. But as long as they target me, they will have a lot of trouble hitting me. Oh, there's a ton of aircraft coming in. Oh, I forgot I'm using the rapid fire. I haven't used the standard I haven't used the rapid fire in a little while.
Target acquired. Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Got a mech here. He doesn't see me. I'm gonna ignore him for the moment. And I'm just gonna go for this.
Enemy radar dish destroyed.
That could have been bad. Face to face with an SRM carrier. Fortunately, this mech is fast enough that as long as their aim is a little too close, it can actually outrun some of the artillery drops. That's one thing that's key about artillery, is to recognize when you... It's kind of like if you're stopping at like a yellow light and you're like, oh, I can make the yellow light. Like, it's kind of like, you know, you just gotta kind of know. Okay, there's one radar left. I'm gonna swing wide because why have they not killed that tank yet? You guys are slacking. What am I paying these guys for? I'm paying them good sea bills to do nothing. I got battle mech here, javelin, and a fire starter. They are not on me, so I think I'm going to ignore them. This guy might cause some problems. I'll destroy this guy. He's the problem guy. How much ammo do I have? I got plenty of ammo. Oh, there's a big artillery base up ahead. Putting the lance to focus fire on the fire starter.
Have a hunchback on me?
I am telling them to target the hunchback.
I can't believe Magnussen didn't think to station any Kungsarmé commands here for the transition of power. Even I could have told you that Preston is fiercely loyal coordinator. It should have been you at the head of our new nation, Christian. Not that self-serving bureaucrat.
I don't want to get too close to the objective, so I'm just gonna like, because I don't want to trigger them on accident, so I'm just gonna like blast these guys real fast.
I don't like Hickon's cloak and dagger dealings either, but there's no denying that he was the one who secured Rasalhague's independence, not us. He'll always have my respect for that, regardless of how I feel about his politics. Detecting anti-dropship batteries in the field, I've marked them on your HUD. Destroying them will allow us to provide you with some mech support if you find yourself needing it.
Okay, almost all of the artillery has been destroyed, but like the last week, I gotta kind of wiggle around here a little bit. Would you mind seeing if you could snipe that last artillery? I'm gonna tell our guys to wait here, and I'm gonna swing wide to the west and try to get it without triggering the drop. That's my plan. Gamer Kevin says, "Hey guys, I'm super late. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Been working long hours. I'll watch later." Oh, damn. Well, I hope you're raking a big fat paycheck for all the hours you're working, Gamer Kevin. Okay, I'm going to take the long way there. While I'm doing that, though, I want to ask a question. Oh, my. We're sneaking it in at the really weird time. So, we have a community question. This one comes from Dara. He says, where and when would you want to use a ballistic weapon in its normal firing mode, burst fire mode, rapid fire mode, and why would you choose that mode as opposed to some of the other modes in any given situation? That was a question from Dara. He's actually a member of our Discord, someone I've personally talked to, so thank you for the question. This is a good question for you guys in chat, too, if you have any thoughts about why you would prefer a normal autocannon, a burst fire, or a rapid fire autocannon. Then feel free to share your thoughts, and if if you're curious about the answers, then listen up. Do you want me to go first, Sheriff, or would you like to give your thoughts first?
I can give a very quick answer. I think, like, in my case, it's like there is just one of the options is best for each of the different autocannons. Me, I think the rapid fire is best on the AC2. I think the burst fire is best on the AC5, and then just the standard AC10 and AC20. For me, I think the best. Now, there may be like very nuanced reasons why you might use the burst fire AC10 and AC20 or the standard AC5 or AC2, but like the sort of one size fits all answer is that yeah, rapid fire for the AC2, burst fire for the just gonna attack my bunch of stuff here for the AC5, and then solid slug for the AC10-20.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to start it, where the idea that, first off, there's the idea that some of them are just better than others, generally speaking. Like, for burst fire, I'm not a massive fan of AC10 and 20 burst fire. I don't hate them, but I'm not, like, I may use them earlier in the game because it can be kind of like, if you fire an AC10, it's all or nothing against a light mech. And it's nice if you have a way to be more reliably accurate with a burst fire. At least the burst is going to hit. But generally speaking, there is kind of an idea that, like, some of them are just generally better in single fire. Some of them are generally better as a rapid fire. Some of them are generally better as a burst fire. I could tell you, in particular, for AC2, I don't like single fire AC2, and that's because of the recoil.
Yeah.
It just has more recoil than burst fire. And for AC2 in particular, I prefer rapid fire. That's the one I like the most. And, in fact, I would say out of the AC2s, the main one I like is the rapid fire, to be a little more specific. Though I don't have a problem with AC2 burst fire. AC2 single fire, like I said, it does have a tendency to have a bit of recoil, which gets on my nerves. Especially because if you're going to use AC2, you're probably not going to use a single AC2. You're going to create like a battery of AC2s. For AC5, I think all three of them are pretty good. My opinion on which one is best is actually a bit more nuanced. It has a lot to do with the way the mech plays.
And secure this area. See that it gets done, Commander.
reached the drop site. Moving to clear the field now.
Okay, I think they're done. So, for AC5, if the mech sits still a lot, and it's kind of like a sniper, then I like the AC5. If the mech is like more of an assaulting mech, like a mech that's going to storm into close combat, then I prefer the burst fire. If I don't know what the mech does, I prefer the burst fire, because the burst fire is kind of like, it feels more like an assault rifle. Like if you've played like, you know, any shooter game, it just feels very familiar to like shooting a assault rifle set to a burst fire setting. So it's just a very comfortable feeling weapon. And then the rapid fire, I like the rapid fire if I want like a super AC5. In other words, if I have extra tonnage, because you cannot use an AC5 rapid fire without more ammo. So in other words, you should think of the rapid fire AC5 as basically a super AC5 that essentially weighs more. So if I have a situation where I want a stronger AC5 and I've got the tonnage to spare for it, then I do like the rapid fire AC5. That's kind of like the way that that I see the weapons working. For AC-10, I'm generally not a fan of AC-10, mainly because I think the AC-5 frequently outperforms it. So you'll notice I have a tendency to not use AC-10 very often. But if I did use AC-10, I'd probably just use the standard single-fire AC-10. And I don't have much of an opinion about rapid fire and burst fire AC-10. And as far as AC-20 goes, you'll also notice I have a tendency to not prefer AC-20. I like to use it just because I like the sound and look of it. I'll use it just when I want to enjoy an AC-20. But like when I'm just playing for real, you'll notice I don't really use the AC-20. And out of all of those, I definitely prefer single fire because it's the most enjoyable to shoot. It's big, fat bullet. You get to see it fly through the air. Bam, it smacks them. It's just very enjoyable to use. I don't dislike the burst fire. It can be hard to hit with everything. I think the burst fire is really only good if you're fighting a really big fat target and you can just hit with every burst. And then I don't like the rapid fire. I think AC-20 rapid fire really stinks. Here's another nuance that I mentioned. Another nuance on whether I like rapid fire or a burst fire or single fire is the way the gait of the mech, how it walks and runs. Take the Vulcan, for example. I use the burst fire on the Vulcan. One, because it is an assaulting mech, like a mech that is storming into close combat, where that kind of assault rifle style really suits it. But it's also a very bumpy ride. Like it's just a mech that bounces around a lot. And as a result, it's very hard to hit things like with a precision weapon when it's just bouncing all over the place. So once again, in a situation like that, I do prefer having... Oh, he's gonna face me? He's gonna turn to face me? Really? I mean, I guess it's a good idea. You'd want to... I mean, you're facing your back to everybody in exchange for that, but yeah. That would be another reason why I would do it, like based on the gait of the mech. Like how bouncy and rough the ride is. Sometimes the arms can also tell me as well. Like if the weapon is in the torso, I may prefer burst fire. Or if the weapon is in the hands, I may prefer single fire just because the hands have better accuracy and I can count on the aim more. But it is a very... Basically, they may seem like relatively similar weapons, and they are. But like, there's definitely nuance in where each one can be optimally used. So it's definitely a kind of thing where you have to take it on a case-by-case basis. It's something that you take on a case-by-case basis, combined with obviously your own personal preferences in how you like to shoot, aim, deal with recoil, etc. But that is my answer to it, and I'm going to hand it back to the sheriff in a second. Let me see what people are saying down in Chat Town. Happy Teddy Bear says, if your aim is good, he'd recommend the burst fire variant. And he says he hasn't used the rapid fire variant long enough to make a judgment. So that is what Chat Town is thinking. Any return thoughts, Doctor?
No, I think we agreed on what is necessarily the best. There's like one time where I will like choose like the 85 over the 85 burst fire, and that is if I'm using Annihilator, because or any of those mechs that have like loads of them, because actually you can really nicely, you can condense those 4 AC5s. You can actually get really like nice ratings on the headshots and stuff. So that's probably the only time. And actually, the burst fire is equally as good. Like I mean, it rips into bits. So, but it's the only time where I would like be like 50-50 maybe. Most times I have to say I much prefer the 85 burst fire. I'm not generally a big fan of like the AC10 myself either. But if I had to use it, I'm not using the rapid fire or the burst fire. And like same goes with the AC20, where I actually do quite like the AC20. And I've managed to get quite a lot of headshots with it, but it takes a lot of like, messing around to be able to do it.
Yeah,
and
you can land headshots with an AC20, but then like if you can land headshots with like every weapon, they're pretty deadly.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Waiting for further.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Relocated, Commander.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, I got dropped on me.
Drop ship. Yeah, I got our guys parked inside, so they're just gonna chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull back.
All right, let me see what they've got. A panther? Oh, two panther. That's it.
I'm gonna set this one out. I want to save myself for the last part today.
Okay, these guys are scrapped.
You might need to chase them down, Fox. Those 3 tanks, they're not coming any closer, really.
No big deal. That is my job. Yeah, I agree. So, like, Happy Teddy Bear says that's a good question. I agree. Like, that's a question that also had, like I said, has a lot of nuance to it. It's definitely, it's good that the question's being answered now that I have, like, thousands of hours in MechWarrior 5, because the answer does require a lot of nuance. Or rather, it doesn't require nuance, but rather, the answer you get is definitely going to have a lot to do with just how much time someone has spent with something, because when the differences are very particular, it can take hundreds of hours to really recognize the intricate delicacies between different weapons. And so, like, it's good that that question is getting answered now, because I do have a lot of intricate little, like, personal... Same with, like, laser, short burst, and chem laser, and pulse laser. Like, I have, like, a much better, like... even though they're very similar to each other, like, I can feel the differences between them. Where's this last enemy at?
All 3 of them were in this direction. I don't know where.
Oh, got a blip.
He's to the west. Yeah, I'm out of this one. I ain't got any long range weapons left. Good job. What's following me around?
And it looks like I was right. Like, I asked that question because I knew that that walk to the objective was going to take a while.
Just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Oh.
Here is where we earn our pay. Incoming battle mechs.
Another wave.
Lots of them.
Okay, I'll observe them.
Did you get the loot?
Yes, I did grab the loot. Unless you see another beam somewhere.
No, it just didn't, did it give us anything?
Stalker, and then I'm just gonna let them, you know, I got my 2 allies here.
Can't do anything about this helicopter, unfortunately.
I'll deal with the choppers.
If I can just walk behind these things.
Well, I'm just letting them duke it out a bit. And then I'm going to swoop in behind this guy.
Welcome. Focusing fire.
This is the problem with big, slow assault mechs. It's very easy to, like, surround them and, like, attack them from their rear armor.
Oh, nice.
First to Lieutenant Miraborg. Secure the area and prep for our
Damn Miraborg.
After what he did on Rasalhague, don't expect Marcus Kurita to roll over for us. He'll make us fight for every meter of the system.
All stations, this is Sierra 1-1.
Overstay Lieutenant Miraborg. I'm gonna take a guess based on English having so many loan words that means like over lieutenant, or so basically like super lieutenant.
I ain't got a clue. Not got a clue.
That is my guess. So for that mission, we get 4.2. This is the payout is actually like respectable. 4.2 million per mission. Like I'll take that. And then we also get more stuff. We don't have a Wolverine 6R. Did we sell them?
Have we ever had one of those?
I'm gonna salvage it just because I'm suspicious about it. The damage looks good and everything, looking pretty good. And I'm not even gonna turn these in. I'll wait until the very end when we complete everything. We'll turn everything in all at once and like have the biggest payday, like the supreme payday.
What's the Solaris 6R? Because actually, I'm looking at that, and we definitely had one of those.
Yeah, I think we just got rid of it because we probably needed money. That's probably what it is. We probably just needed some cash, and we had to like call in one of our financiers. We had to finance it in order to afford some of Pokemon's cookies.
Yeah, her cookies are damn expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure something will come to replace it. Like, what, there was, like, Belle Delphine's gamer bathwater. Then there was Belle Delphine's gamer condoms. And then we have Pokemon's, like, expensive cookies. Which is funny, because like, you just make your own cookies. Like, that's really what it is. Like, you're just paying for something that you could just make yourself. Like, you just literally just buy some cookie mix and make just... You don't even literally have to make the cookies. Like, you don't even have to make them from scratch with, like, flour and everything. Like, you could just buy cookie mix. Like, cookie mix can be very cheap. Like, especially if you go to, like, a bulk store, like Sam's Club or Costco. You get, like, a massive, just giant tub of cookie mix and just make them yourself, like, very cheap. In fact, I don't even know why I buy cookies when I could just make them myself. Like, I'm stupid. I'm dummy. Stupid. But,
look at that cookie mix grind.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not allowed to eat food anymore, so, like, no cookies for me. Anyways, I think we're running up on time, so let me do some closing stuff. Here is a link to the Discord, and there's Dara right there. He says the AC-5 Burstfire is one of his favorite choices for nearly anything. Yeah, I think the AC-5 is kind of like, it's like the PPCX of ballistic weapons. It's just like, it's good on basically anything, and the more the merrier. But yes, there's a link to my Discord. Actually, we just had some people join, and I do have some announcements, which is that we have more games that you guys can play even with me. So we've added more community games recently. World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, Helldivers 2, and Fortnite. If you like any of these games, you can play them with me. You might even be able to play them with the sheriff if you're online at the right time, since, you know, he's over in, like 6 hours apart or something like that. So,
yeah.
If you're up early enough, you could even play with both of us in some of these games. And there's a dedicated section for all of them. Like, here's our MechWarrior section, Helldivers, Fortnite. These are all games that I play. And yeah, if you're there, I will play with you guys. Obviously, a lot of these games only allow 4 people at once, so, you know. But at the same time, if I start seeing new people, I will make an effort to play with people I haven't played before with. But, yeah. Happy Teddy Bear asks, is there any chance I would do a Fallout 76 playthrough? I didn't know Fallout 76 could have a playthrough. I thought it was like a game that simply didn't have any end. I feel like I would probably do like New Vegas or something before 76 because I haven't done all the Fallouts. I did, or I would need to complete Fallout 3. I have a incomplete playthrough of Fallout 3. I'd probably do that first. But, yeah, in other news, the Banshee short should be up soon. That would be this right here, the TikTok version. Defiance Industries. That's the TikTok version of the Banshee. That'll be up pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. You know, whenever I get it. Like, the problem is, like, I always get screwed by TikTok. Like, TikTok always uploads it wrong, which is why I don't upload it very fast. you know, that it is what it is, though. But that's going to go. And also, like I said, I did take a break for a while. So, because I had gotten burned out from, and I had bad sleep. But I'm kind of back into things now. And now we are working on the Wolfhound. In fact, like I said, these are all of the different Wolfhound videos. Like, you know, here's a behind the scenes look. Like, you know, like here I am, like, you know, attempting to take the, this is what gets put into the videos. This is like 5 minutes long, but most of the footage is not usable because I keep messing up. Like right here, this is like me screwing up. I gotta try it again in order to like steady it. So the Wolfhound is underway. After the Wolfhound, I'm probably gonna do the Hunchback or the Wolverine. One of the two. In fact, I try to follow what I do in the streams because it actually helps with some of the research. Like, it actually simplifies some of it. So that is what we are going to be doing there. Now, before I go, let me look at the schedule. So the schedule says... right here. So today is Thursday the 2nd, which is this day here. I haven't numbered... March yet because we were still dominantly in April. So we are playing tomorrow, Friday the 3rd, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's UTC -4, typically for about 2 hours. So come back tomorrow, and we'll have some more Rise of Rasalhague action for you. And then on Saturday, I will be playing 7 Days to Die back on Twitch. And I probably will take Sunday and Monday off to finish the Wolfhound video, or at least if I am on schedule. This is the way it typically works. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is when I'm supposed to make the next mech video. And then usually I take Tuesday and Wednesday off. I still stream on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I don't do any other work. I just stream, and then I try to, like, relax. I don't actually take Sunday and Monday off, unfortunately, because like I try to take some Monday off. Sunday, I tend to do all of the actual creation of the video, and if I burn out and I need another day, then I'll finish it on Monday. But if I finish it on Sunday, then I do usually take Monday off completely, and then I don't do any work on the mechs on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday is basically footage recording and mech testing. Friday is the voiceover, cleaning up the voiceover. Saturday is like anything last minute that hasn't been completed, like everything that needs preparation to be done. And if everything is ahead of schedule, then I will start editing the mech video on Saturday. But Sunday is the big editing day. That is the hard day. Like, the hard day is definitely Sunday because, like, putting the video together takes a lot. It's a very tedious process. Anyways, here's a look at the quick look. You know, for like, so tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, that's UTC -4, and we will be back. And yes, expect the short version of the Banshee as well as the Wolfhound coming up. If you find an Annihilator, all energy, love to see a 4 PPCX on it. Yeah, it's like, if we get that, we might give it a shot. There's also the King Crab Kaiju. Which has 4. The problem is, I don't actually think 4 PPCXs are going to be that good on those mechs because they're rather slow. It's like, imagine playing a game where you have a shotgun, a sawn-off shotgun, but you're only allowed to walk towards your enemies. It's kind of like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, if they get close to you, sure, it could do a ton of damage. But, like, the problem with being slow is that you need to get to the enemy to project firepower on them. That's what I think about it. But, yes, that is that. Any closing thoughts, Doctor?
Absolutely none, to be honest with you. I'm quite satisfied with how we're doing. I'll be interested to see how long it takes us to get through the Rasalhague. I always forget that, you get to the bit where you're halfway through it, and I always feel like I'm at the end, and I'm like, oh no, there's actually another, 6 missions to do, without spoiling the story. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long it takes us, that's all.
Yeah, I'm happy with the payout as well. Like, the payout has been decent. All right, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's good enough for today. So this was MechWarrior 5, the beginning of the Rise of Rasalhague, as well as a reaching champion in the arena and not getting any Loader Kings. Till next time, though, it's been real chat. Thanks for being such a badass audience. But the sheriff and I are out of here. Deuces, everyone, and remember that you don't have to be good to get good.